But going through that cycle by yourself can be sometimes isolating, but it can also be really overwhelming. So that's why it's incredibly important to link arms with others. Tamara and I have found that it's been super crucial in our leadership growth to seek out and to run with leaders who have similar goals and similar work ethics. I call those power partners. And I guarantee you, I'm about to cry, Jordan and Joanne, I don't know where you are. I guarantee you that I would not be where I am today without the wisdom, push, and growth that came from two strangers, did not know them, that I connected with in 2017. All of us are at senior gold level. Jordan Roddenberry and Joanne Miller, love you all, and I did not know one another, but we would see each other's names pop up on leaderboards and social media and all those things. We were ranking up at similar speeds, and we recognized that we all had this deep desire to go to the top of a company. We met over a Zoom in November of 2017. We shared our goals. We shared what was working for our teams, what wasn't working for our teams, and we ran together all the way to Diamond. Power partners provide accountability, friendship, wisdom, encouragement, and tough love when needed. Seek people to run with. I promise that it will bless you.
Yes, I could not agree more. And finally, being a leader means to help develop others into leaders. That's key. John Maxwell says, if you want to maximize your leadership and help your organization reach its full potential, you need to develop leaders. There is no other way to experience explosive growth. It's imperative in leadership development to show what you're doing day in and day out. And let me tell you, Emily is a master at this. She really is. She constantly shares with her team the messages she's sending, the follow-up she's doing, the way she's overcoming objections, maybe things she should have done differently, and the knowledge that she is learning from her own personal development. Your team will duplicate what you do or what you don't do. So you want to share with your team how you are working your business.
So we all know that relationships equal retention. And that connection that's created through those relationships helps build that really strong culture for your team. So here are two things that we have done that we've seen really build really deep connection within our teams. One, engage team threads. Sharing what you're doing daily, just like Tamara mentioned, sharing what you're doing daily, sharing training videos and podcasts that you have found helpful, sharing messages like reach outs, follow-ups, all of those things that you just sent as inspiration for your team. Offering fun incentives to that thread. Having fun. Send hilarious GIFs and memes, like just enjoy. Recognize and celebrate all of the wins and the efforts, but you have to show up daily in new threads. Another area that's helped build connection is getting together. Whether you have a local team or they're spread around the world, it is so important to prioritize being together. It could be a weekly team accountability call. It could be daily power hours, online events, meeting in person for a meal, hosting a small retreat, or hosting local sip and sees. Those were a lot of things I saw on the avoid list, so do those things. I remember one time I bought pizza for my teams in various cities across the country. And on the same night, we all hosted small gatherings within our homes, sitting down for a meal together. There were no fancy videos, no conference calls, but just knowing that we were all together on the same night, doing the same thing, made us feel a little closer together. It does not have to be a huge endeavor. You just have to show up, and you have to show your people how important and special they are. Do not rely on your upline leader to create that positive culture within your team. That starts with you, wherever you are in your business.
Yes, I remember sitting on a plane, this was years ago, heading back from a leaders retreat, in fact, and I read this quote. The difference between a team of 100 and a team of 10,000 is culture. Y'all, I immediately grabbed my notebook and started just jostling down all these things that I wanted to see in my team's culture. So here are a few examples of some of the things that I wrote down on the way back from that event. So personal development, I wanted that to be important to my team because I know that personal development increases confidence in your skill set. High energy, commitment, purposeful prospecting, and strong belief. That was just a few examples, but I want to really hear from you guys as well. What are some of the things that you want to see in your team's culture? We'll give you a few seconds.